welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I just want Jabari, please. Why are you staring me down? And today I want to talk about self-love. Because in my last video I was talking about self-love is the best love, which is true and it's my favorite thing to say. Self-love is the best love. And it is. That hurt. So when I was younger, I didn't really believe in self-love. Like, I had no self-love for myself. Like, because me, I'm a dark-skinned girl. It might look like brown skin up here, but in real life, I'm a dark-skinned girl. And growing up, all I was seeing was, like, lighter and up, like, light skins, you know, brown skins, and whites, and Mexicans, and, like, all of those girls were, like, higher up, like, are put on a pedestal, and dark-skinned girls are, like, bottom of the barrel type thing. And so I thought something was wrong with me for being dark-skinned, so I hated my skin complexion. I hated how it looked. And not only that, but I was really skinny. I still am skinny, but, like, when I was younger, I was like a toothpick. Like, I was really, really skinny. And so that was also something I was really self-conscious about, was, like, how I looked. I just really didn't like how I looked. Like, sometimes I wouldn't even look in the mirror because I didn't like what I saw. I would always dream of, like, or imagine myself as this other person, as, like, this beautiful light-skinned girl with this outgoing personality and all this other stuff. I was already, like, I wanted to be somebody else, basically. And because I didn't want to be me. I didn't like, because I was so quiet, I was dark-skinned, I was skinny, and so I just hated myself. I hated everything about myself. Like, I couldn't find out one thing I loved about myself. And I was like 12 years old, 12, 11, with this mindset of just hating myself. And I would always, like, want to get bleach my skin. I would always want to do that. And I'm not talking about, like, get those creams or whatever. I wanted to get, like, actual bleach and just pour it all over myself. Like, I wanted to, like, just bleach my whole body. Like, I did not like how I looked. I thought if I was light skinned, that automatically I would have I would just be outgoing. I wouldn't be so shy. Everybody would love me, like, automatically as soon as I got light. And that's a horrible way to think. Like, that is a horrible way to think. And if you think just because you're dark skinned you're ugly, you're not. If you think just because you're really skinny you're ugly, you're not. Like, that doesn't make you ugly. But that was my mindset back then. And I don't know, like, whenever I would think about when I was younger and I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to bleach my skin, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I hate myself. But it was just like, I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. That's what I needed to do. I was like, well, you know, I'm dark skinned, I just need to bleach my skin and I'll be better. And, like, that was my mindset. But I never actually did it. Like, I could never go through with it. I had a bad day at school and I would see all the light-skinned girls getting all the attention and I would just be in the background and I hated it. And so there are nights where I'd be laying in bed and I'd just be like, I could just go do it right now. I could just get the bleach and just pour it all over myself right now. But I could never bring myself to actually do it. I don't know why, but I'm happy I didn't. And as I got older, I still kind of had that mindset, but that's when social media started to get, like, bigger, like Instagram and all that stuff like that. And so I would just, like, take pictures, but it wasn't just I would take pictures where it was like my chest was showing, or I like poke my butt out because I wanted like some type of male attention, because I wasn't getting any attention at school. Like, by the guys that I liked, I wasn't getting any like type of attention from them. So I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna get it from off the internet. And I would have old guys in my comments, I would have young guys, I would have all types of guys just in my comments like, oh, you look good and stuff like that. But they weren't looking at me. They weren't seeing like, oh, she's a beautiful girl, she's a beautiful girl. They were seeing like, oh yeah, look at those boobs, look at that butt, like, oh yeah, I like that. So that type of stuff. But in my mind it was like, oh yeah, they liked me for me. But in reality they didn't. But I still, like, I wanted that type of attention because I didn't love myself. So I was like, okay, somebody else will just give me all the compliments and make me feel good about myself. But no, because everybody in the world could give you compliments when you feel that way, and you still won't feel good about yourself. Because there were a lot of guys. I had messages from guys hit me up, trying to come see me, trying to do this, trying to do that. But at the end of the day, when I looked in the mirror, I still didn't love myself. Like, they can all be like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're this, you're that, but I didn't see it, because I knew, like, in the back of my mind, I knew that the only reason why they were calling me beautiful is because they just wanted to, like, that's the only reason they wanted to, like, they were even saying that type of stuff. But in my mind, it was just like, no, they like me, they all love me. I'm like, oh, I'm a superstar, like, that type of stuff, when in reality, it was just like, I don't love myself, so I'm looking for someone else to do it. And this was when I was, like, 14, 15, like, I was going, like, older, like, high school and stuff like that. And entering high school didn't make it easier, because it was, like, the same concept as when I was in middle school, but like, the light skins were prettier and stuff like that. And with social media also, that didn't make it easier either, because it was a lot of light-skinned girls that were, like, popular, like, everywhere. Light-skinned white girls, all those were just everywhere on Instagram. And it made me feel so insecure about myself, because it's like, I don't look like any of these girls at all. Like, we're not the same at all. And so that made me even more insecure. And it made me, like, hate a lot of the light-skinned girls that I would see. And it wasn't their fault. Like, they didn't do anything. It's not their fault I don't love myself. I hate it because they love themselves. Like, they had all this self-love, and they were able to just take all these pictures and be happy and content with how they looked. And I couldn't do that. So I hated them. I hated how they look. I would block them. Like, whenever I see a pretty girl, I would just be like, ugh, and block. I don't want to see them on my timeline. I hated it. I don't know when I just was like, why do I have this mindset? Like, I don't know. It's like, it gradually grew. Like, I would see these pages with dark-skinned girls, and I would follow those pages. I think that's how it first started. I would see pages about dark-skinned girls, and they were, like, my complexion or even darker, and they were beautiful, and people were praising them for their skin. And I was like, she looks like me, you know? Like, she has my color. Like, why? How come she's loving herself and everybody's loving her and stuff like that, but I can't do that? And so I just, like, I don't know, it just, like, was, like, get together. So each day, what I would do is, like, I would just get in the mirror, and I would just tell myself, like, I'm beautiful. Every day I would just do that. Sometimes I would just do it in my head, like, I would just look in the mirror and be like, I'm beautiful. And then at first, it was just, like, I would just say, like, I'm beautiful, yeah, okay. But as time went on, like, it took, like, this was, like, years on of me just saying in my head, like, I'm beautiful. Sometimes I would just be sitting around and be like, I'm beautiful. I would take a picture and just look at it, like, I'm beautiful. And I would try to keep telling myself that over and over again, like, you are beautiful. And slowly I started to believe it a little more. Like, I would take a picture and be like, oh, I look good in this picture. Like no makeup, no nothing. I look good. And so when I got to, like, I think, like, maybe the 11th grade, 10th, 11th grade, that's when I was really like, okay, I don't look like them, but, you know, I'm cute. And so I was getting a little more attention at, like, school, but it wasn't the guys that I liked, but it was some guys. So it was, like, that made me feel a little good, but it wasn't, like, a lot, because it's like, you're not the guy I liked, but you're a guy. So it was like, okay. Okay. And I don't know, it was just like, I just started to love myself. I don't know what it was that just was like, I'm beautiful. And, like, people would see me and they'd be like, oh, you're so tall, you're so skinny, you look like a model and stuff like that. And I'd be like, okay. And so I was getting these compliments from people, but it was like, it wasn't the people I wanted compliments from. It was like just regular people. And I'm like, you're only just saying that. In my head, I was just like, you're only just saying that, whatever. Like, if an old lady would say it, it was just like, okay, you're just saying that. Like, what do you know? Like, what do you know? Like, who are you? It wasn't the people that I wanted to be saying. It wasn't like my crush was saying or anybody like that. It was just like these people that really didn't matter in my mind. So it was just like, okay, whatever. That type of thing. And I just kept, like, telling myself that I'm beautiful. Like, I would find stuff about myself that I like. I'm like, okay, like, you're skinny, but, like, you look good. You're skinny, you look good. You're a good-looking toothpick. Like, I would take more pictures. That's when I started to, like, take a whole lot of pictures. And they weren't of me, like, exposing myself. Because at the beginning, I was exposing myself, like, showing my chest and stuff like that. And that's when I get all the compliments, like, all this stuff, and I liked it. But this time I started to, like, cover myself up when I took pictures, and it would just be my face, and I was still getting the compliments. They were still saying you're beautiful, and I was like, okay, I don't have to show my body for them to say that I'm beautiful. That was like a little, okay, you know, I look good without me. Excuse me then. And then like when I got in the 12th grade, that's when I met Giovanni, my boyfriend. And my like I took a step away from like that's when Kick was in and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember that, Kick and all that stuff like that, messaging. That's why I used to like message a lot of guys from that. They would message me a lot from there. And so that's when I like deleted that account, and I deleted all of that. Like I deleted a lot of stuff, and I stopped talking to like all guys because I was just like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm taking the time for me, and I'm loving me. And so I did that the summer before, I think. And then when 12th grade started, that's when I met Giovanni. I met him, and like he would always tell me I was beautiful and stuff like that. And it was like I was already on the journey of self-love, but that did help like to boost me up some. Like, okay, I look good, and like he would tell me I'm beautiful when I'm feeling like I look okay, like with jeans and a t-shirt. I didn't even try to dress up, just jeans, t-shirt, and a ponytail, and he'd be like, you look good, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, and I started to like feel myself more. I started to like I felt good, like I started to feel good about myself. Like, so then when I started to say I look good in the mirror, like I look beautiful in the mirror, or I'm beautiful, when I said in the mirror, I wouldn't be like, I'm beautiful, that type of thing. I would be like, I'm beautiful, I look good, yes. And it made me feel good. Self-love, oh my gosh, Jabari, like you do not want to see me winning, I promise you. Like self-love is literally the best love that like, it's so good, like, it's so good. But like, it's just waking up in the morning and like going in the bathroom, to use the bathroom, and like you got crust in your eyes, your breath stink, like your hair is everywhere, like you're wearing pajamas, and you just like, I look good, you know what I'm saying? Like it feels so good to be able to look in the mirror. It feels so good to be able to look in the mirror and just be like, I love myself. I love me. So that's why I feel like I started doing YouTube now, because back then I don't think I would be able to handle if I ever got a bad comment. So I feel like that's the reason why I didn't do it back then. It's because I feel like if I would have got a bad comment, I would have just been like, okay, and deleted all the videos. But now I feel like if I ever get a bad comment, or if anybody ever be like, oh, you're ugly, you're not cute, or you're this, or you're that, I'll just be like, okay, that's nice. Because I know I look good. Like, I love me. Like, I love everything about myself. And so to anybody out there who feels like they don't look good, or if other people look better than them, or it's because I'm too dark, or too light, or too skinny, or too big, or anything like that, Jabari, or too skinny or too big or whatever, just know you are beautiful. Like, no matter what you look like, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be like, oh, you're ugly. But at the same time, there's going to be somebody that's going to be like, oh, you're pretty. Everybody has like different preferences. Like, I could be ugly to one person but beautiful to 10 other people. Like, their opinions don't matter, because people are always going to say their opinions. It's about how you feel, because you're going to be in this body for the rest of your life. This is the body you get. They're not going to be in your body. They're not going to be like, okay, let's switch bodies now. This is the body you get, so you should love it. Love every part of it, everything about it. Love all of it. Love yourself. Because you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. And people are going to talk, especially when you're really confident. People are going to try to bring that confidence down, because sometimes they don't love themselves, so they're going to try to bring your confidence down. But forget them. Keep loving yourself. When they say you ugly, say I love me. They say you don't look good, I love me. You're too short, I love me. You're too tall, I love me. You're too skinny, I love me. You're too big, I love me. I am beautiful. Love yourself, baby girl. Baby boy, too. And that's the end of my video. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe, that would be great. Until next time, guys. Love yourself. Bye!